So, how do we round off neurolines of different colors? Let's go ahead and take some fairly contrasting colors as an example. I'm going to use blue, yellow, and red. And the very important thing in neurographics is to create a holistic perception of the picture. And this means we need to integrate the colors into each other to avoid them looking disjointed and to create a very pleasing visual experience. Remember, what we focus on is the right impression. So start rounding the lines off with a less intense color in each color pair. So for example, at the red-yellow junctions, I start with yellow. And notice how I extend the yellow into the red line just a tiny bit. Now, by the way, I draw with watercolor pencils because they're quite soft and they provide a very good blending of shades and colors. Okay, now I take the red and gently begin to extend it into the yellow lines as well. I do this without pressure, though, to ensure that these junctions are not rough. Instead, I just want them to look harmonious. Now, the contrast between red and blue is not so obvious, so you can choose to start with either shade here. And notice that I'm just using the same technique again. I'm extending one color into the other. And this way, my lines are kind of starting to support each other and they are starting to interact with each other. And the picture comes out quite beautiful too. Now, let's say I want to add some kind of figure right here, a circle, for example, a blue circle. My task is now to integrate it into all the color lines as well. I can start by rounding it off in blue and then add other colors. You always want to make sure that your drawing creates a unified, holistic impression. And of course, we try to make the colors support each other too. The last thing that we want or need is a standalone color spot that has just no support elsewhere in the work. This way, we won't get the unified impression that I keep talking about. Okay, I rounded everything off in blue, and now I can move on to other shades. So I'm extending the red along all these shapes here. I can even draw it straight over some lines. And the same trick goes for coloring, by the way. So I'm starting to color this circle yellow. And of course, you can see how the watercolor pencil, the yellow pencil, takes a bit of blue and it's just blending right into it. And this fragment right over here, I'm going to make it red. And I can add volume to this figure too. So for this, I just blend colors smoothly. See how I make the color thicken around the edge? But closer to the center, I'm going to do a softer hatching, just pressing the pencil very, very, very gently. And note that this effect here is not about pushing the pencil harder. It's just about the density of hatching. Because if you try doing this with the pressing power, you're just going to get the jagged, harsh lines around the perimeter. This will ruin the impression. So I'm just going over it just a little bit longer. Okay, so this is the kind of exciting artwork we get when we draw lines in different colors. You should definitely give it a try, and please share your thoughts in the comments. Now, if you want to learn the right drawing techniques to transform your life in the most remarkable way, please join my masterclass. You'll find the link below the video. See you there, and don't forget to like and share if you enjoyed this video. Thanks.